Hey, what's going on everybody, and welcome back to another Fallout 4 mod review, except today it's a little bit different. We're doing what is going to be now called a mod throwback. We've done one of these before, but we're going to make it an actual series now, so every Thursday, you can call it Throwback Thursday if you'd like. I'm going to check out a mod that's maybe a little bit underrated from the past, and we're going to bring it back because I've only started mod reviewing as of 6 months ago, and I really want to cover some of my older favorite mods and kind of shed some light on some underrated ones that maybe you guys don't know about it. So let's get right into it. Today we are checking out the Modular Siminov PTRS-41 anti-tank rifle. That sure is a mouthful, but boy, this is a beautiful weapon we have today, and I'm so glad I get to be talking to you about it. So for starters, the most common version of this weapon you'll find is the PTRS-41, which is a gigantic anti-tank rifle that barely fits on the screen after I zoomed all the way out, that shoots a whopping 338 damage base, keeping in mind that I do have some rifle perks. It shoots a new ammo type, which is the 14.5mm, has a fire rate of 10, a range of 347, accuracy of 75, a weight of 33.7, and a value of 1,760 caps. Now, if you thought 338 was a lot, well, stay tuned, because you can also find the Black Shark variant, which, if you put all the modifications on it, can bring you up to a whopping 1,152 damage. Of course, this does shoot the new 20mm Hispano round, which is gigantic. Now, these new rounds aren't very common, and this is a late game weapon, so don't be worried that all of your new enemies are going to have this crazy weapon. But there are a couple of other variants that you might find a little more often, one of which is the Chinese anti-power armor rifle, to be used by the Chinese soldiers to combat the US power armor. This one shoots 50 cal, which is a much more common round, and you will see this every so often, maybe even on a raider boss. The idea being that these were left over from some Chinese soldiers during the war. But there is yet another variant, which again we're going to have to scroll out here, called the can opener. Now this is one of the rifles being converted into a melee weapon, and using the gigantic halberd bayonet on the end there as your primary source of damage. You can find super mutants carrying these, and they look mighty intimidating whenever you see them. So really quick before we get into the modifications for this weapon, this mod is available on PC and Xbox. It does not feature custom reload animations, but rather a slowed down vanilla animation. It may be vanilla, but I quite like the feel of it. The slowness really makes it feel like you're struggling to pull back that bolt. I also want to show you some of the crazy combinations you can come up with for this mod, like a fully automatic version which has absolutely uncontrollable recoil. Literally straight into the sky. Or a crazy variant of the rifle with a recon scope and a see-through shield. You can really make some cool stuff with this weapon. And finally, we have the can opener melee version, which you can't really see in first person, but, well, this thing is huge. They put on the absolutely longest barrel they could with the halberd attachment, and it is quite the melee weapon. Also available in this mod are two turrets featuring the weapon, one with the 14.5 ammo and another with the 20mm ammo, both of which come equipped with shields and cost a ton of power to run. The 14.5 costs 10 power and provides 40 defense, and the 20mm costs 16 power and provides 60 defense. Once hooked up to power, these guys are no joke. Now, for a weapon as special as this, I figured we wouldn't test it on a Deathclaw because obviously it's gonna blow right through a Deathclaw. Instead, we're gonna try it on something different. We have the highest damage version of the weapon here, the one that shoots over 1,000, and we're gonna test it on a special enemy today with Liberty Prime, which we have no issue taking out as he sends himself to space because he's just too embarrassed by our power. So there is a ton of customization for this weapon, but let's go ahead and check it out. For receivers, there's not a lot to be expected. We have standard, light frame, heavy frame, hardened automatic, hair trigger, powerful, rapid automatic, calibrated powerful, advanced, powerful automatic, advanced rapid automatic, and powerful rapid automatic receiver. For barrels, this is where we really get into the options here. We have a ton of CQC barrels with different colors and different sight attachments. but besides that, they're all the same. World War II style stub barrels, short barrels, World War II sawn-off barrels, the standard barrel in different colors, the World War II barrel in different colors, the long barrel in different colors, the fluted barrel, heavy barrel, marksman's barrel, shielded heavy barrel, the short heavy barrel, the shielded short barrel, and the short marksman's barrel. For stocks, we have the short stock with reversed handle, marksman stock, recoil compensating stock black and gray, and green 2. The recoil compensating stock and rail mount, which will add options for new scopes, the wood stock and rail mount, the marksman stock and rail mount, and then the recoil compensating stock and rail mount with the ammo holder in 4 different colors. Let's check out the sights first. For no rails, we have the iron sights, reflex sight for tactical handguard, which we don't have equipped, so it's kind of floating there. The short scope, medium scope, reflex sight, glow sights, long scope, short night vision scope, medium night vision scope, long night vision scope, short recon, and long recon scope. Now, if we were to attach the rail, we have some different sight options. Here you'll see the flip-up night sight, the short scope, medium scope, reflex sight, hollow sight, PKAS 4 times, long scope, short night vision scope, medium night vision scope, long night vision scope, short recon scope, long recon scope, and iron sights, but you can't equip those if you have the rail on. For muzzles, we have no muzzle, the bayonet, the large bayonet, the halberd head, which is what you see on the can opener, the suppressor, compensated suppressor, and the cord style muzzle brake, large muzzle brake, light muzzle brake, PTRD style muzzle brake, standard muzzle brake, and the triple chamber muzzle brake. For bipods, we have surprisingly a lot of options. We have the large bipod, laser sight and bipod closed, light handguard and bipod, and then closed bipod as well, light handguard in black, bipod closed, no handguard, standard bipod closed, tactical handguard and laser sight, tactical handguard in black, gray, and green, tactical handguard and bipod, also enclosed, the Type 51 ballistic shield, or with bipod closed, the Type 59-2 armor fire control system, with the bipod closed as well, and then another armored fire control system with HAD off and HAD off with bipod closed, the black shark paint job with bipod closed and a bipod open. For material, you have black and green, which is going to change the receiver. And then finally, for ammo types, no matter which ammo type you're actually using, so if you're using the Chinese power armor rifle or the anti-tank rifle, whatever it is, you're going to have these options for it. And these are going to add some legendary effects. So we have high explosive and armor piercing, high explosive, armor piercing, full metal jacket, armor piercing incendiary, depleted uranium, which adds some radiation damage. The tandem bullet is 2-shot, silver bullet does more damage against schools, napalm incendiary is explosive and incendiary. Depleted uranium, again, is higher damage this time, but still with the radiation damage. EMP does more damage to robots. Cryo explosive, heat MP adds some penetration. Self-guided ammunition does exactly what you think it does. Tandem heat gives you the penetration and 2-shot effect. And then shaped charge is a plasma projectile, which is crazy. And that is the anti-tank rifle. I hope you guys enjoyed this mod as much as I do. It's one of my favorites, and I just really wanted to make a video about it. So, let me know if you like the throwback idea. We've done it before, and you guys seem to like it then, so I hope you like it now. If you did like it, drop a like. It shows me your support, and I'll continue doing this series. And if you're not subscribed already, consider subscribing for more Fallout 4 modding content. If you want to drop by our Discord, that'll be linked in the description, just to get some load order help or to chit-chat with people in the Fallout community. I hope to see you guys there. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!